What's the difference between a man having 4 wives and a woman having 4 men? You can impregnate the 4 wives at the same time, and we know who the parents are, right? So let's say you had 4 pregnancies, you know who the mother is because she's carrying the baby, and you know who the dad is, top G.
Now you point. No. He had no filter, and that's why he blew up, chat. That's facts. I never thought about it like that. Okay. Let's watch Andrew Tate Destroys Feminism first.
There has not been, in the history of humanity, across any culture, any book, any story, any fable, there has never been across the history of humanity any respect put on the name of a promiscuous female, ever. Ever. You name the biggest conquerors that you can possibly name from history. Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, all of them. They all had 100 wives, bunch of children, Big G, conquered the world. Normal. That is normal evolutionary biology. That's how men are designed to be. There's never been a single female who's been celebrated for her promiscuity ever in history. It's always been frowned upon and disgusting. So yes, we are completely and utterly different. Yes, it's different if a woman cheats on a man. And if a man is at a complete top level of his life and ticks every single box, and if he decides to be loyal, which some do, and I can be loyal, and I have been loyal, but there's also times in my life where I think, fuck it, I don't want to be, and get a new girlfriend every single day of the week. I can do that, and I can decide to do that. If a woman decides to do the same, purely because her value is high enough to attract so many males, because she's beautiful, for example, it is completely different. And I'm going to explain to you why it's completely different, so buckle up. It's different. It's different. It's different. Well, I'll tell you why.
No. That's facts, chat. But the way he's putting it, chat, like, he literally told people that if he loves the girl, he'll still cheat on her. Just because. Let me tell you all my point. I'm not cheating on my girlfriend because I love her. Because if I cheated, it would hurt her feelings. Peep, chat. Now look at it from my girl's perspective. My girl is not cheating on me because it would hurt my feelings. Yes, it would hurt my feelings. But even if it didn't hurt my feelings, she wouldn't cheat on me. She doesn't want to get fucked by another nigga no matter if it hurts my feelings or not. Why do you think it's so different for a threesome to happen with 2 girls rather than 2 guys? If a girl gets fucked by 2 guys, nigga. But if a guy gets, with 2 girls, that's cool. I mean, that's just what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, you just gotta understand that as a woman, sex should mean a lot more to you. You're kind of like getting conquered, I feel like. You're letting him in. And how many niggas are you gonna let in? You know what I'm saying? The more niggas you let in, the more nasty you gonna be.
It is impossible for a female to be promiscuous on a long enough period of time without devaluing herself. Because she is fucking people she shouldn't be fucking. There is no way she is sleeping with endless men, and all of them are either high-value men or treating her the way she should be treated. If you find a woman who slept with 50, 100 dudes, she's either fucking dudes which aren't at her level or haven't worked hard enough to try and get the pussy. She was just too drunk to realize he's a loser who plays video games. Or she's fucking a top G who barely texts her back. So either way, she's fucking dudes she shouldn't be fucking, or a guy who's at the level who doesn't give her the right amount of attention. For a woman to find a guy who's truly on a level, who truly treats her the way she should be treated, that's once every couple years, if that. You ain't just gonna go out there fucking a new dude every week and say, yeah, he's worth pussy. Yeah, he treats me good enough to get my pussy. And you know what's funny about the universe? It's actually beautiful about the universe because it's equal and opposite forces. When you devalue yourself, it's kind of like men can smell it on you. They can just look at a bitch and go, oh. And that's the way it works. So you have to be very careful as a female and sit and go, does this man truly deserve to fuck me? And if you think about it, the answer 99% of the time, especially if you're promiscuous, is no. So when a woman is sleeping around with all these men, she's devaluing herself. She's devaluing herself, and the world knows, God knows, the universe knows. When a man does it, he doesn't devalue himself at all.
No, but chat, if anything, he values himself for when a guy fucks a lot of bitches. But all I'm saying is, chat, I feel like a lot of girls' arguments to Andrew Tate saying like, oh, you should look at a guy and ask yourself if he deserves to fuck you or not. If you're saying, no, I could just fuck a nigga for the pleasure. If that's really how women are, you're lying to yourself. I feel like you genuinely believe that lie. You're telling yourself that you have sex just for pleasure. I mean, if you don't have sex just for pleasure and you have a lot of bodies, that says a lot about you. It's like checkmates. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter which direction you choose to go, like, okay, if you say you only fuck niggas that you actually care for and love, and you got 20 bodies, that doesn't make sense. And if you say you just fuck for pleasure, if that really was the case with women, if that's really how women functioned, men wouldn't have a hard time catching bodies. There wouldn't be so many virgin men. It wouldn't be so easy for girls to fuck niggas and so hard for niggas to fuck girls. That's truly not the case.
So, may I ask you a question? What would you say if a woman now is married to 2 men?
Haram.
Why?
What's the difference between a man having 4 wives and a woman having 4 men?
You can impregnate the 4 wives at the same time.
You can impregnate the 4 wives at the same time, and we know who the parents are, right? So let's say you had 4 pregnancies, you know who the mother is because she's carrying the baby, and you know who the dad is, top G. If you had a woman with 4 men and she gets pregnant, who's the parents?
What about if the,
No, I'm asking. Do
okay,
you know?
I ask, what if they're different races? One
Answer
white,
the
one black.
question.
You don't know.
You make no
question.
sense.
No,
No. That's no. Devaluing point. No. No, Andrew Tate really he had no filter, and that's why he blew up, chat. That's facts. I never thought about it like that. If a girl is consistently fucking with four niggas and she gets pregnant all of a sudden, whose baby is it? That's sad, bro.
Can come along and maybe fix that for you, but that doesn't mean it's not wrong in the eyes of God. The idea of having a family, the idea of a child being born, one of the baselines for a new life to come onto this planet is for at least to understand who the 2 people who made it are. At least, if you have a woman fucking 4 dudes, you don't even know who got her pregnant.
So may I just
It's
say,
disgusting.
wait,
Have you seen the twins that had 2 different dads?
oh yeah, I saw that. May I just say something then? So if that is the case, yeah.
Twins that had 2 different bro, you just gonna fly past that? Twins that had 2 different dads. Chat, did they mix like the semen and put it in there, chat? Oh my god, no, that's very disturbing, chat.
thing that you're meant to have is you at least you know who the 2 people that put that child on earth are. Then that's why promiscuity for men is also a problem, because they get women pregnant. Sometimes they don't even know they have children. That's haram, no?
No, it's completely different. It's different.
What do you
because-
mean? If I fucked this girl and she got pregnant, I know that's my baby. If I fucked 4 different bitches and this girl got pregnant, oh, my baby's with her because she's getting pregnant. Wait, what type of even question is that? But if a girl fucks 4 niggas and she gets pregnant, she doesn't know whose baby it is.
You have to understand, I'm talking
She's
about
dumb.
humans. You look at humans from a societal perspective, but society has changed, right? So let's say 200-300 years ago. If a woman got pregnant, she needed a man to survive. If that man didn't take care of her during pregnancy, she was going to die. She couldn't work a job, she couldn't hunt, couldn't fish, whatever, right? A woman literally needed that man for survival. So if you were to come to me and say, I'm pregnant, but you've been fucked by 4 different dudes, I'd be like, who says it's mine? Why am I looking after you? None of them want to look after her. She will literally perish. This is why most of the world today, still today, virginity is so coveted, and throughout all of history it's been so coveted, because that's the only way to ensure paternity. She's a virgin, I know that's my baby. She ain't a virgin, prove it's mine. Outside of this modern science bullshit, shaitan, the devil we have here in the West, in most of the world today, without virginity or at least a low body count or at least anti-promiscuity, you can't tell that that's your baby. So it's a completely different thing. You're looking at the idea of a woman being pregnant and coming to a group of men and saying, one of you has to take care of me and put up with me when I'm fat and moody and annoying and I need my bills paid. And all the men are going to sit there and go, no, fuck no, prove it's mine. You can't prove it, bounce. Where it's different. If I get 4 women pregnant, we know the deal.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So obviously back then for survival, women needed a man. Otherwise, when they were pregnant, they could die and all of these things, they would perish. In today's society, given evolution, given the fact that as women we can go
still
and
need
get,
men.
yeah, but I'm not saying that. Isn't there a glitch between what is actually happening and the nature of what we have in our bodies? I think that's probably the conflict that we're having right now.
I think the point that Andrew Tate is making, like, I understand the point he's making, but that's not the world we live in anymore. It's like it's easy as that girl getting a DNA test and proving it is yours. So when she proves it's yours, you have to take care of her while she's pregnant. He's really taking like the old ages without technology, but that's not the world we live in. So why are we arguing about that? That's not the subject.
Glitch in what way?
In the sense that women don't feel like they need men in the most physical sense, perhaps
that's
like
right.
naturally.
It's very interesting. Women don't feel like they need men in a physical sense because life is soft, but it's bullshit. And it's bullshit because you still need men by proxy, 1, and 2, the second life gets difficult, you very quickly learn how much you need men. But women will go, I'm independent, I don't need no man because I have an OnlyFans and men pay my OnlyFans, and if anyone comes up to me, I'll call a male police officer. I don't need men. Shut up, you fucking idiot. Of course you do. You just named your whole life is based on fucking men. The road you're driving on was paved by a man. The house you're living in was built by a man. The car you're driving was designed by a man. Your whole life depends on men. And the second anything bad were to happen to you, the second you were physically threatened, or times were to get hard, or war were to start, or famine, or riots, the first thing you do is find a big strong man, shit yourself, and throw the feminism out the window. Feminism goes out the fucking window the second that the snow needs shoveling, or there's a fucking broken down car, or the tire needs changing. Then all that crap vanishes. It's garbage. And this is the very interesting thing. I'll make a point here, which is going to get me canceled again, but I don't give a fuck. But this is the point. Feminism in and of itself can't be defended.
Kinda eating this up. No, I'm just telling you, I've had debates about feminism. Feminism is just the dumbest shit. If you truly think that women athletes and male athletes deserve the same pay, you're fucking delusional. Men are more entertaining. A lot of people agree with me in the world. So that's the simple fact of why men get paid so much more. But like, even what he's saying of like, when it comes to like war and stuff like that, even in Iran, I heard like the women and children were they're getting told to like leave the country and men have to stay. Do you think any women in that country said, no, men and women are equal, I'm gonna stay there? Have you thought of that? Like, I know you probably thinking like, oh, that's unlikely to happen. When was war gonna happen? Blah, blah, blah. Let's talk just in case it happened. And you're a feminist. Do you really think you're gonna say, I'm gonna stay here because men and women are the same? No, the fuck you're not. You think men and women are the same or equal when it benefits you. This feminist shit been bullshit to me. I've been told y'all that.
The point of an idea is that it can be defended by the people who believe in it. This has been the whole point of war since the dawn of time. It doesn't matter if it was the Christians against the Hindus. It doesn't matter if it was the Germans against the French. There were people who had ideas and ideologies, and they were prepared to fight each other to defend their ideology. Feminism is an ideology which cannot be defended by feminists. The only people who could defend feminism are the men who subscribe to the garbage. If all the feminists were to get in a line and say, we want feminism, and the conservative men were to get in a line, you would learn very quickly it's bullshit. I had a friend in Afghanistan when Taliban kicked America out.
You know what's actually crazy? No, the point he made, you know what's actually crazy? Feminists probably don't even watch women's sports, bro. Like, this girl would literally sit down and tell you WNBA should be the same pay as the NBA. And she doesn't watch WNBA. Why her husband watches the NBA. You know, it's like they don't even support it themselves. It's just complaining, and that's the human nature of it, chat. If you are in a relationship with women, any type of relationship, your sister, your cousin, even your girlfriend, right? When you're in a situation with women, their first instinct is to complain about the problem. And our first instinct is to come up with a solution. Okay, this happened, so what should we do about this? So how can we solve this? How can we stop this? Right? How can we stop the bleeding? Their first instinct, what to do is to like, oh my God, this is love, bro. Like, I hate this. This always happens to me. This is me. I'm just this. And then they start blaming it on themselves or blaming it on you. That's how they are. Women are led by emotions. First thing they do is complain. First thing we do is solve problems. See how can we stop this? And that just connects to so many things in life.
And he told me the Americans were telling the girls they could go to school. So they built all these girls' schools, and they put the Afghanistani Defense Forces there, and they funded the Afghanistan Defense Forces to protect these schools. You had American satellites, you had night vision goggles. Taliban were afraid to attack. America leaves. Now you have Afghani Defense Forces. They're basically blind. They don't have satellites anymore. Don't have night vision, whatever. So now it's a real war. The men are standing next to this girls' school. The Taliban are coming. You're some dude. You're standing there, and you're looking at this girls' school going, I don't really give a fuck if girls go to school. Bounce. And you didn't fight. So that's why they all gave up and Taliban took over so quickly. And when I said this, the girl's like, yeah, they should have fought for us, feminism. Why don't the women fight?
Can I ask?
Oh, wait, the women can't defend their own fucking idea. You need men to defend feminism. So that's why the whole thing is stupid. Because the second men don't defend it, it just fails as a fucking ideology. It's garbage.
May I tell you something now? So this is the thing. This is when we assume that women perhaps don't have the physical or even mental ability.
No. This nigga got real life examples, bro.
To go to a war. Wait. Because this is the thing. For example, in Ukraine, a lot of women took up arms. And in fact, I'm Angolan. I'm Angolan. I'm Angolan. And
don't lie.
Listen,
to the people at home.
Wait, no worries. I'll talk about my personal story.
Go to war? You want to fight the front lines?
Let me tell you something. This is the thing. I think it's also
No. You know what's crazy though? I seen a TikTok clip.
Wait, let me tell you.
No. This girl is on Andrew's body, chat. Yo, bro. Who, bro? This girl was on Andrew's body the whole time. I seen a few TikTok clips of like people posting the clips and shit. She was teasing with Andrew and shit like that. Chat, this girl is on Andrew's body.
Let me tell you something. This is the thing. I think it's also really like silly to assume that, for example, a woman, because she didn't go to school, she'll not be as intelligent as a man. Therefore, naturally, a woman is not intelligent. No, it doesn't make sense. If we're now starting to normalize equality and we want to put everybody in the forefront, give a woman a gun.
Who's normalizing equality?
Well, that's what people are wanting. Then that's
people
the case.
Like who?
Let me tell you, Auntie.
Who wants to normalize equality? People like who? Feminists. Who else wants to?
Well, actually, no equality. I want respect. That's really all I want.
What's stopping you from getting respect?
Exactly.
No.
I get respect.
I get respect. I get respect.
So
that's what
then what are you talking about?
What I think is
you don't even know what you want.
I'll tell you what I
want. Know what you want. You want
as a woman, I carry myself
respect.
differently. I actually hold the things that I have done in the fights that I fought. I hold it. That's why when you speak to me, I don't move different. I move different to many of the girls. That's why when you talk to me and you argue with me, I don't take it. You do sometimes. And I'll tell you something. A lot of women may have the accolades to be somebody, but they're uncomfortable to own that.
Going on.
And the reason why, then I would like to ask you, for example, I do need a man for example, to, you know, procreate. But other than that, I'm quite strong, and I would find a way to protect myself differently. With that mentality, what would be the man that would be for me then?
No. Look. Okay, she literally just said, I'm pretty strong, but I don't need a man. And it's like, give her any type of example of like, she's walking alone at night. This guy is about to rob her, and there's a man right there. So would you be better off that man protecting you, or better off with yourself? All else equal, chat, no girl is physically beating a man in any type of way. By all else equal, I mean like, she doesn't have hella years on him. She's not an actual like bodybuilder while the guy is skinny as hell. If she's a bodybuilder, you should compare her to a guy bodybuilder. The guy is beating the shit out of girl every single time. If I want your purse, I'ma take it. I swear to God, if this world divided into men and women, complete war, how do you think that's gonna end? That war will end in a heartbeat. You can't seduce the soldier. What you gonna do? You can't seduce the goddamn soldier. And it's like, you really gotta think deep, bro. And she was talking about earlier that give a woman a gun. If a guy has a gun and you have a gun, you have a lot higher chance, but most likely, the odds are against you.
Danava, what would you do if one of these security guards broke into your door?
What would I do? Okay, I'll tell you.
Nah, Andrew laughed for her. She happy as fuck.
I'll tell you. No, I'm not a feminist. I'm not a feminist. I'm a bit smarter.
Okay,
Either I'd play dead, one.
I'll play dead.
Okay, they see you're not dead.
So that's defending
okay.
yourself.
No, I'd be like this, and then if not, maybe I would kind of like be very gentle and comply to find a way to get out of it.
So
if they want to come and kill me, there's not much that many people can do.
No, I feel like no. The bitch is dumb. When you a nigga like me, you think about both sides. When I'm arguing with somebody, I think about if I was in their shoes, what would I say? If I was in this girl's shoes, I would be like, if the average man was in a house and bodyguards broke in, he would still lose all his money too. And that's a great point, chat. You know what I'm saying? If I was in her shoes, I would do 10 times better than her. So you shut your bitch ass up. You just shut your mouth, right? But let me actually like reword that question. If I came into your house, I'm skinny, nigga. I'm just a normal nigga. If a normal man came into your house trying to rob you, what would you do? Same age as you. He never worked out just like you. He's just a normal person just like you. He came in to rob your house. What would you do? It would be the same outcome. He will rob you.
You're talking about equality equaling respect. The way you get respect as a woman is by being feminine. There's nothing. We can be equal and very.
That's
very
her
different.
strong suit.
I'm not saying that there's not equality, but you've confused equality with the same. You can be equal with
Equity.
completely different things. You can have a bishop and a knight on a chessboard. They're equal in terms of points, but they do different things, right? A woman can have equal respect to a man if she is very good at being a woman, and a man gets respect for being very good at being a man. When a woman decides she wants to act like a man, or a man wants to act like a woman, that's where all gets fucked up. We try and pretend it's all the same. It's not the same. Men and women are good at different things. We have different strengths, different weaknesses. There's nothing wrong with accepting that. There's nothing wrong with saying, I'm a woman, I'm good at X, he's a man, he's good at Y. Then we work together as a team, we have a beautiful family, we're happy forever. It's only confused where you have women who sit and go, no, because in the name of equality, we can fight and work. There's no fucking women on the front line in Ukraine. That is psyop bullshit. They put some chick there dancing around doing Pokemon dances to try and convince men to go fucking die in a ditch. It's garbage. If you go to the front line of Ukraine right now, you do not see women in their makeup and their manicures. You see fucking men in the freezing cold dying. You know where the women are? Dubai. Chilling. That's where the women are. So
I'm telling y'all, like, women have their strengths and weaknesses just like men have their strengths and weaknesses. Women have a high chance of doing well in whatever they're doing if that's their strength. Like nurture, care, being feminine. When you do something you're not very good at, obviously you're gonna fail. It's like people are so stuck on the idea of like, if men can do it, girls can do it. If girls can do it, men can do it. It's like, okay, forget about men and women. Think about two men. One is a computer geek and one is an athlete. The athlete has a high chance of succeeding in sports. The computer geek has a high chance in succeeding in some computer shit. If this computer geek came into some athlete shit, he would fail. Same thing with women. If you try to do some masculine shit, you would have a disadvantage. That's not your strength. It's like you're doing it to yourself. How you gonna come to my field and think you're gonna do better than me?
To sit and pretend that women are just as capable physically as men is a fucking lie. It's delusion. To say that you're as strong as men is delusion. You are good at other things. You're better than men at a lot of things, but it's not the physical world.